Welcome to the Fur and Feathers Homestead. Here we learn about gardening, farming, preserving food, and just sustainability for our family. Hey everyone, this is Logan from Fur and Feathers Homestead. Today I'm going to be talking about our urban homestead or our urban farm, whatever terminology you want to use. Honestly, I feel like the mindset behind that is just do what you can with what you have. So we don't have a lot of land or anything like that. I don't even know that we have an acre. Even though our backyard is really big, our front yard is extremely small, which is fine. That actually works best for us because we don't utilize our front yard for anything because it's actually right there by the road. But our backyard backs up to some woods and some kind of undeveloped area. That's not ours though. So where our fence line ends is what we have. And in that small area, or some people would think is small, we have 5 meat rabbits. We have 36 chickens. We have a guardian dog, and then we have our inside dog. And we have 3 turkeys. So we have literally utilized or attempted to utilize the space that we have. We have used some extra land for our garden that's right beside our backyard. I think that it's very important to use the resources that you have available to you. And even if that's asking a friend, they have a really big backyard that they don't really do anything with and they don't really care that you put a garden in, why don't you ask and try it? That's totally what we did this year, and we had the biggest garden that I've ever had. And it was a ton of work, but a ton of fun, and I honestly cannot wait until we do it this coming spring. And I will totally take y'all along with me to do that, and through all of the growing pains. We had a lot of growing pains last spring and learned a lot of lessons that we will be applying this year and this spring. So I just wanted to take y'all on a tour of our backyard, how we have it set up, what we have available to us, and really how we use it. Urban farming can really be done by anyone. There's people that live in apartments that grow tomatoes on their balcony, or I've even heard of people having meat rabbits like inside and doing all that inside their apartment and stuff. So sustainability, self-sufficiency, all that, I believe, can be obtained no matter where you live. It's all about the mindset. So I hope that you enjoy our little setup, our little urban farm that we have. I hope that y'all enjoy this video. This is an overview of our backyard from the back of my house. Ooh, feisty mamas this morning. What's going on, ladies? These are our female rabbits. And hopefully they all should be bred. They are silver foxes. That is the breed that we decided to go with because they are, as you can see, pretty large. You are so hard to see. You're so dark. Come here, Mama. But they are so pretty. As you can see, they're black with some silver highlights, basically. And then we have their nesting boxes all ready for them. My husband built this whole rabbit hutch. We recycle as much as we can. Upcycling is what people call it these days. We have to get a frame on these, but they don't get out. So I think that they're afraid of the height. This is our cockapoo, Abby. And then Molly is somewhere around here. She's our guard dog. This is Molly. She's like a big old teddy bear. She's a pretty big dog. She's our guard dog. She usually lays around during the day because she's up at night. This right here is my beautiful mulberry tree, which during the spring blooms, and it just produces so many mulberries. Last year I was completely overwhelmed with the amount and did not realize the best way to catch the mulberries is to lay tarps and blankets on the ground in order to catch them. So we will be doing that this spring and hopefully canning up a bunch of mulberry jam. Here are our turkeys. Yes, we have 3 turkeys in our backyard. We're pretty sure that 2 are toms, maybe, and a female. We had 5, only 3 survived, and then we plan on processing one for Thanksgiving, which is just around the corner, so this coming weekend. Thank you, Mr. Rooster. This weekend we plan on processing the biggest one, which is that one right there, for Thanksgiving, and I will probably be documenting the whole thing and taking y'all along with us, because that is just part of farming, and part of being sustainable is raising our own meat, processing our own meat. Behind them is our laying hens, or the hens that are getting really close to laying. Some of them are already laying, some of them are really close to laying age. We have, I think, 25 hens in this lot, and it goes all the way down there, and they have a big house over there, and then they can get inside the shed into little boxes in there to lay. And then we also let them out in the yard occasionally. They really enjoyed the mulberries when we had a ton just on the ground. There are our happy hens, our happy chickens. This is the other side of that shed, and we have our younger hens over here and our youngest rooster. Oh, these turkeys are being so loud. He's got to say his piece. So these solid black ones, we have 2 Samani rooster. We have 1 rooster and 2 hens over here, and we are trying to keep them as purebred as possible, and hopefully going to hatch out some chicks probably in the spring. My husband designed and built this whole watering system right here, and so they have constant supply of water. We were having a really hard time for a while just keeping their waters full, and we bought this tank, keep it filled up, and they have unlimited access to water, which is pretty awesome. And then over here we have our male rabbits. He's our oldest male. I would open the door, but there you are, little man, or big boy. He is also a silver fox, and then so is he, but he is brown with silver highlights, and I think he is so pretty. Yes, he is so pretty. And these are our breeding males. So we raise rabbits for meat, or we're going to. We haven't had a successful litter yet, or really any litters at all. But our goal is to process them as well and have rabbit meat. And back here is we opened it up, but this is our bay for chicks. When we have chicks, we usually stick them back here so they're away and protected from the larger chickens and roosters. So yeah, urban farming is definitely a thing, and I really feel like anybody can do it. You just have to utilize every space that you have. We even have this space back here, which we had a ton of chickens. We bought a ton of chickens this year. And some of them didn't make it. Some of them were a bunch of roosters and we had to process all them out. But we had a few back here. We fenced it all in and they had a big old run back here as well. We wanted to make sure that we gave our chickens as much room as possible, as much foraging as possible, and so we like to rotate them every once in a while. Not often though, because our chickens get stressed out very easily. So over here was our garden space. We went all the way from the pavement over there to our fence right here, and we tilled it all up. We planted tons and tons of tomatoes, beans, potatoes, so many things. That little chicken right there is actually one that we hatched out. We raised and let one of our hens go broody, and she sat on the egg, and yeah, it's so cool to let the mamas do that. They do all the hard work. She's my favorite. She's a lavender Orpington. And he's supposed to be an Easter egger. I think that he is. We love our chickens. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you gained some encouragement and some insight on what urban farming looks like and how you can incorporate some things into your own home, your own yard, and just turning it into more of a farm, really. I hope that y'all will stay tuned for my next videos, and thanks for being here.